Hello, everybody. Welcome to What the Flock number 88. My name is Valerie Bott, and I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. Or I guess it's Monday morning if you're in Australia. But I hope it's wonderful, no matter what day it is. I'm going to start off with the song, and then I'll say hello to everybody. Still an open tuning from Friday. Dream of us hand in hand, losing our way down cobblestone streets on a warm autumn day, sharing secrets and sweets at the local cafe, watching the whole world pass by. Let me sing you a lullaby. Dream of us walking along by the river, the streetlights reflecting across it like glitter. From the top of the old bridge, you're taking my picture, watching the boats all float by. Let me sing you a lullaby. We've had a long day, we should call it a night. You wanna stay up, but you know that I'm right. I'll sing to you sweetly, just turn out the lights. Rest now and close your eyes. Let me sing you a lullaby. Dream of us circling round large water fountains, staring up at all the red paper lanterns, taking our chances and all the wrong turns, without a concern for the time. Let me sing you a lullaby. We've had a long day, we should call it a night. You wanna stay up, but you know that I'm right. I'll sing to you sweetly, just turn out the lights. Rest now and close your eyes. Let me sing you a lullaby. Count all your blessings or try counting sheep. Count stars in the sky till you fall fast asleep. We've had a long day, we should call it a night. You wanna stay up, but you know that I'm right. I'll sing to you sweetly, just turn out the lights. Rest now and close your eyes. Let me sing you a lullaby. I had such a good time on Friday. If you were at Song Club, I did all open tuning songs. I had the best time. I don't know about you. Then I also trapped 2 different picks in my guitar and got them both out. It was an exciting Friday Song Club. I don't know how y'all missed that. So exciting. All right, let me say hello to everybody who's shown up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pressing the like and for subscribing so you can chat. We had Laura Cat Danforth here first, and we're both surprised where the heck was David. He's usually here first. We have Mr. Smith, great to see you. Chad Freeman. He's got all the gratitude, love, and positivity out there today. We've got Hugh Caldwell. We've got... I just said Mr. Smith. We have Urban. Good to see you, Herbs. We have Deep Burrito, who's already on my second coffee and first joint. I'm also on my second coffee, so cheers. Yeti cups. Best cups ever. I'm trying to get that sponsorship. Deep Burrito, you got it. You too amazing. Deep Burrito. I'm worried these are not going through. You're the sweetest. Thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. You were insane. Thank you so much. You might be moving back to Europe soon. That sounds like a story. Edward Richard, great to see you. Rich GT350R, great to see you. Sparky971. Oh, and Steve-O. Oh, good. Oh my God, E. Urban. We got Chris Lane. Good to see you. I saw a little bit of the Jammies last night before I fell asleep. And Chris Lane did a great job as one of the presenters. And I guess I saw you were nominated, but I don't know if I saw if you won. Thank you so much, Hugh. Justine, great to see you. Keith, hope you're having a great day. It's a small web after all. I feel deep burrito sometimes. Feel you. We've got a deep burrito. You're the sweetest thing. I can't believe how generous you are. I don't know if they went out. If you would like to get a membership, make sure you push allow gifts in that little membership thing right above. If you click it, and you should be able to click allow gifts. And hopefully that works. It's been a little wonky. Rocksteady, great to see you. And Kurt, congratulations on your jammy. You were awesome last night. Isomatic, good to see you. Kurt's back, right? Kurt can be seen again. We're glad that worked. Yeah, it's like, where do you move to? Deeper. Jeff Hyatt, I love it. Nancy Griffith singer. That's an honor. Okay. Okay, I think I clicked all of them. Pookie Ann's being a lazy lurker. Love it. Good to see you. Is Lake Como? Where is Lake Como? I could wait for one of you to tell me, but I'm looking up. Like in Italy? Oh, that's why, because we have one in Colorado too. That's not far from where my brother lives. Let's see. Oh, no, it is. Well, hold on. Como. I'm looking at maps of Italy now, just for maps. Okay, I have no idea. This map sucks. All right, well, now we don't know. Kurt, oh my gosh. Well, if you want to move to the Colorado one, we could hang out. Yeah, Urban's off to Antarctica. He'd be lonely. Your brows are pretty fancy. Oh, you were born in Italy, going home. A lot of my family lives there. Kurt, you're so generous. Thank you so much. I don't know if they do have a thing where I think if the memberships don't go through, they get refunded. So it's not a loss if you try. But I appreciate it. You guys are really generous. Como, Colorado is named by Italian railroad workers. Some of my family were Italian coal miners, and they were the ones that were in Wyoming, and that's how my Italian people came here. And you can go to a 10-minute helicopter ride to Switzerland. I've never been on a helicopter. Is that just as everybody else been on a helicopter? They got penguins so you won't be lonely. And herbs will march with them. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. So, before everybody leaves, we got show and tell. I have got some show and tell because I did some stuff this week. I should make a theme song. Rich says helicopters are fun, and Kurt says penguins are cute, and Shizak says I'm making grilled cheese. Oh my God. Shizak, I got my mail this week. And if you were here on Friday, you saw this already because I couldn't help. But I got the sweetest thing from Shizak. I'm trying to fix it before I show you. Here we go. Here it flying into the screen. That's right. It's an origami bird made, handmade by my friend and yours, Shizak. Look at these. Look at the pretty flowers. And look all the pretty. It's Rodin, says Deep Burrito. It's that big as a swan. It's huge. And it makes it, it flies a little bit. But how sweet is that? Like, how pretty. Thank you so much, Shizak. I really appreciate it. And I was going to try to, like, work, how can I hang it up? But I might just hang it up in my office so I can see it every day. Because I'm not up here every day. But it's just the sweetest thing. And I was so, like, at first it was all folded up like this. And I was like, took me 5 minutes to figure this out. just this. Oh. I was like that every step. Oh. Can it transport coconuts? I think it could. I think you could put some. It's big enough for a coconut. Yeah. So I think I decided this way is the best. This way is its photogenic side. And it flies. Okay. So other things that I have, I guess I'll go in order. I've been practicing wood burning this week. Chris, good to see you covered by CQ. We've got both UK and US. Chris is here today. And pull back on the, push the wings at the neck and pull back. I kind of do it, just, I'm scared to do it too hard on the tip of the tail. Yeah, I know. I'm scared to do it too hard. I kind of get it like this, if you do both ends. But I'm scared of doing it too hard, and I don't want to rip it. I'm scared. Tell me, Shizak, how am I supposed to do it? Right? Very talented. Love you back. That is the sweetest thing. And the little card part was really cute, too. I was born on a small dairy farm up in the Apennines near Parma. My family's like closer to Bologna. Say my hellos, gonna get clean up. Oh my gosh, this might take a while. This might take a while. Okay. Rich, appreciate this. Rich says, don't forget a moment of silence tomorrow, Veterans Day, and if you see someone in a service cap, salute them. So thank you all for everybody who's a veteran out there. Let us know who you are. And but that's an awesome message, because I just realized yesterday that it was Veterans Day on Monday. So I'm glad you said something. I was once in a helicopter, but never left the ground as it didn't pass pilot's pre-flight inspection, and I wasn't going to argue, so I just felt uncomfortable flying. I feel that. And Sparky says, happy birthday to my beloved United States Marine Corps. I did not know that. Most of my family were Army, and then I had an uncle that was Navy. But yeah, mostly Army, I think. There's David. Good to see you. We were just wondering where you were. Nippleback. Good to see you. It's the capital of your region. Well, they don't live they live on the other side of that from Parma, I think. I only went one time. Justine says, my friend just got back from Paris Island seeing his son graduate from boot camp, and he's a Marine. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay, I got back on track here. Justina's cousin in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Oh, wow. A lot of Marines here today. Okay, so I've been doing wood burning this week. And first I got these little coaster things from Michael's, like these little plain coasters, and I did them, and I stained them, and I learned a lesson about temperatures. but it's good. I like the designs a lot. So I bought more coasters, so I was going to do more of these. So here's, if you've seen some of my like community posts and bullshit, I put these up already. So here's one I did. Yeah, that was the first one. And then I did this one. There's the second one. And like it had the little hearts that are like little Celtic knot hearts. And then I did a treasure box. And see, it's a little treasure box, and it's got a star on the top and some roses. And then it's got roses all the way around and flowers. And then on the bottom, it's got a big knot. So I like these knots a lot. And then I stained it a little darker. And then it's like you could put your treasures in there. I just thought, you know, if you have treasures that are this small, you could put your tiny treasures right in there. But, so that was one thing. Those are some things I made. And then I made some signs. So Steve-O, are you here? Hey, Steve-O. Just making sure you're paying attention. I think I'm still going to do a final top coat just to make it a little shiny, because shiny's good. Let me get all the things out. So I made this one. And then there's a garden. There's like vines growing all around the rock garden. Even though it looks like a giraffe. It's not a giraffe. It's a vine. And yeah. And then I did watercolors on it, and then I did pine stain. So I'm sending this to you, Steve-O. Once I seal it. I think it needs sealing. And then I put my name on the back. And then a little hanger so you can hang it up right next to your rock garden. Okay. I'm very excited about my wood burning. And then herbs. So last week we talked about herbs needed a sign because they were doing recording. And then the neighbors called the police because Herbs was screaming. And so I messaged Herbs this weekend. I was like, what did your sign say? Did it say like, don't call the police, recording in progress? Like, this is my memory, y'all. Herbs is like, no, that wasn't it at all. It was, ignore the screaming. I'm recording an album, in which I then had to write down because I kept forgetting it. So I made you a little sign. It's wood burnt, and then I did flowers so that it looks like people won't be like, because it's flowers. So they'll be like, oh, okay. And they'll be happy, and they won't call the police. So I don't know why you see my face, but I can't see it. I can't see it if you can't see it. So yeah, I liked my little flowers. And then it had naturally this one right here was darker than the rest of the board. This section was just like a dark swath. So then I made a second section that was kind of like that to make it balanced. And then, yeah. So again, I'm going to seal it. I stained it with pine, so it's a little darker, but I'm going to like make it shiny because I feel like also shiny makes things better. So yeah, I'll finish those and send them off this week. Did you believe me? Did you believe that? Well, it'll probably be soon. It'll be soon. Okay. And then, it snowed a lot this week. Like Tuesday, it was snowing and I didn't know it was going to snow and I didn't have my jacket and I didn't have nothing. I just was cold. And I had to like find the scraper in the trunk of the car, and it was like in the back of, like underneath everything in the trunk of the car. And I was like, great. But I found it and I had to like clean off the car, and I cleaned off the whole car. And as soon as I finished, the front of the car was already covered in snow again because it was snowing that hard. And I didn't have a jacket or mittens or a hat. And I was real mad. And I had to go to the store. So I like cleaned it off and went to the store, and then I had to clean it off again as soon as I got out of the store. And I was mad. So I got home and I got my coat, my gloves all ready by the door. So they're ready to go now. And it snowed like every day, I feel like, nearly. I stayed home one day because it was just too much. But I I'm done with the snow. I mean, I think the snow is done now. It's melting. It's getting better. Sun is shining today. Be a little warmer. But boy, it's been a snowy, sad week of snowness. And I think it's gotten, and that's why I've been like working on stuff. Let me show you what else I've been working on. But oh my God, I miss so much. 6 of those coasters could be the puzzle box from Hellraiser. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds awesome. I love a party box from Hellraiser. Edward was in the Army for 3 years. Thank you for your service. Chris served in the Royal Air Force for 12 years and served in the Falklands. Wow, 12 years. That's a long career. Like Justine says, my cousin Dawn started a 501c3 for veterans returning from service transitioning to civilian life. Oh, that is really amazing. David says he was in the Army for 10 years and infantry has been in me for 30 years. I love that. Thank you for your service. And Sparky says, thanks for your service from the USA. Nicely done. Chris says, my father did 12 years in the military police. Wow. And my granddad served in the Second World War Desert Rats Tank Division. Wow. Sparky served Marine Corps 70 to 73. Thank you for your service. That's great. A lot of service people here. All right, well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Now you have to spruce up the garden for a photo shoot, a garden with signage. Good. Yay, I hope you like it. Right now, I got to tell you, they smell like stain because I just stained them yesterday. And they're not technically dry yet, but I mean, they are. Yeah, but technically. And they smell. I mean, they smell like wood stain. Oh, and then also I saw Justine about, I was really like, that was one of my things I was practicing is trying to get the font right. I really think I'm recording an album pretty evenly. And then all 3 words are even, but they're not even with each other, like as far as width. But I'm getting better, I think. And I thought it was like kind of funny that screaming was like tall and thin first, because it's like screaming. It's kind of like that. Yeah. The lettering is the hard part. My friend will get a kick out of that time. She screams a lot musically, as does Herbs. Uh-oh, did I mess something out? I might have. Fluff and autocorrect. I wonder if the police will stop at the sign even after hearing the things I scream. I mean, I guess that's also the content of your songs. Oh, thanks, Justine. Caps lock, screaming. Yeah, getting lettering to be even is really hard. So Kurt needs that sign for the front door, and then Amber's supposed to think Justine is beating me when I gluten myself. The sounds that cover this house are scary. Stop glutening yourself. So I've been hiding out from the snow, and yesterday we had college football day, and I watched both CU versus, well, first I watched Gators, Florida, versus UT in Austin. Not so good, y'all. It was not great, but it was not a blowout, but it was not great. And then we watched Colorado against Texas Tech in Lubbock. Oh my y'all, it was so good. It was amazing. I was so excited watching that. And then this morning we had the beginning, episode 1 of 15, Sumo Fukuoka. I can't even say the word. Fukuoka. That's in Japan somewhere. I don't know, but that's where the tournament is right now. And they had the first day, and it was a little weird because one of the Ozeki Takakeisha, he retired, And so now he's like just a guard in the back, like he was standing there in a little guard suit. And it was just weird because he's just been there for almost, I think the entire time I've watched sumo, he's been. So, and then the Yokozuna didn't fight because he's old. Well, he's not even that old because he's out of shape. And so it was Ura lost. He's my favorite. But Midori Fuji won. He's one of my favorites too. And Kirishima, he's also one of my favorites, and he lost. But it was really good. I'm excited for the 2 week. So it's a 2 week tournament. I'm very excited for it every day, every day. Oh, she's like, this is so sweet. I think that's might be what I said. Deep Burritos watching September Basho tonight. The November Basho just started. Steve-O says, try freehanding spacing and sizing letters on a rock. Not an easy task. It's not. It's not at all, especially when it's something uneven like that. Oh, yes, please do hit the like. I appreciate it. So I had, I was like, oh, I want to do this crochet project. And then I went and I was like, okay, I have like 12 crochet projects that I've started and haven't finished. And so I'm like, I have to like do one of them. And before I like do anything new, I got to get some of these out of here. So I had this yarn, and it's called ice cream yarn. It's super soft baby yarn, and it's like really pretty pastel colors, and like, but with this hot pink in there. I just like it. So I've been I had this like I had a square of this, and so now I have a bigger square of this. So this is my blanket I'm making. And yeah, so I've been working on this. Whoops, that's my needle. And yeah, I like this. It goes this way. I like this ripple stitch. And I think it's pretty fun. And I think it'll be not too much longer. I want it to be like a cozy cuddle blanket for a kid who's, like where if like you're reading a book and you wanted to have a blanket while you're reading. So not big enough for like a bed or anything. But that's my blanket I've been working on most of the week. Been crocheting and crocheting. And I said on Friday I had to go check there was like a leak on Thursday when I left the studio from the snow. They finally turned the heat on in the studio on Thursday, and the roof started immediately like leaking down. And there's a little heater utility room right next to me that like it's in my unit, but it's not my space, but whatever. It's I could hear it leaking. I could hear the drip, 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 and I put a small garbage can. It's like 1.5 gallon garbage can, and I stuck it under there. And and then Friday I couldn't go in because it was too snowy. And then Saturday I went in, and it was like a third full. It was nearly nearly a half gallon of water. But it seemed like it stopped. I didn't hear any more dripping. So that's the story of that. Exciting. Hugh said, I got to pop on and hang out with Pole Vault Annie Urban yesterday. How fun is that? Yesterday was a lot of cool stuff going on. Many vibes, I like it. Yay. Oh, you guys, thank you. Y'all are sweet. Justine said Grandma made us tons of awesome blankets like that. Mine did too. And I actually have a blanket in the same stitch in a like orange color variation, variegated oranges that my grandma made for me for when I graduated high school. I feel like that's when she gave it to me. And it's just my favorite thing. I'm constantly cuddling with that. Oh, well, so this is my thing I'm doing instead of being in the real world, Sparky. I'm doing I'm I've also read 3 books because I'm not watching the news, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to the gym, and I cleaned my whole room up here. It was kind of crazy, and I cleaned it up pretty nice. I did an inventory of I have a lot of family albums and papers and stuff, and so I need to get some real plastic tubs to keep them in so that they don't get wet or they don't get smushed. So I figured out like how many boxes I need, and I was hoping to go to Target today and grab some of those. And yeah, so I can get this stuff all into the attic. I don't want to put these just cardboard boxes in the attic. I feel like that's just asking for trouble. So, but I wrote down like everything inside all the boxes, and that took me forever because there's just a lot. There's from both grandparents' sides, both sides of the grandparents, mostly both the dudes. A lot from both grandfathers. But I'm thankful to have it, and it's a lot of cool stuff, and they were both served in the Army, and they both have a lot of, like their dog tags and their different pins and different little ribbons and stuff. Like one got a good service medal, and so a lot of that stuff's in there. I think that's fun. I have so much to do. I don't know how I managed it when I was working. I feel like you never get as much done as you think you're going to. Leaks seldom fix themselves. Oh, so, okay. This is my theory of what the leak is. It had been snowing and they did not have the heat on. And the snow blocked the outlet from the heater, like there's a vent. And snow piled up on it. And then when the heater started, the roof started to get hot and the water all melted, and then it cleared off that one vent. And I think it was just the snow on the one vent, because it was it's a leaky roof though. It's a leaky roof. It's what you get for this level of warehousing so I rent a warehouse for my studio, where I do those wood burning in. I do not do crochet there, but I do the wood burning, and I've done a lot of painting. I did get a lot of pictures. I did the picture, framed the picture, put the back in, put the little hooks and the little wire in, papered the back, signed them. So I got a little batch done, and I'm hoping to keep doing that. And then I need to photograph them and put them up on the website. I need to price them, which is really hard, because I don't know how to price art very well. I'll look up and they'll be like, there's a lot of formulas online that people say, this is how you price art. And then it's like, depending on so it's like by the square inch, and then how much you kind of deserve per square inch. And that rate goes from like $6 to like $100 a square inch. And even at $6, it feels like, I'm like, I don't know, that seems too much. But it's like a picture, like I've painted the picture and done the frame. I made the frame, and then I wood burned the frame and stained the frame. So like I put a lot of time into them, but I'm still like feel guilty to charge more than like $20. But I feel like it should be more than that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm reading gosh, there it is. Nope. I thought I got a thing to show people. Oh, is this? Let's see. Okay. We will do that in a little bit. I did have, let's see if they're not here yet, are they? Nope. Okay, we'll wait and see if another one of our friends shows up. Cheers, Michael Songs. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. Kurt's cell phone is possessed. That's not good. This is a lot, Chris. You're caring for your wife with cancer. You have to run the house, look after the grandson with autism and epilepsy. Wow, that is a lot of stuff to be dealing with. Michelle Freeman, good to see you. Oh, you're so sweet to me. I did see that too, and I was a little curious, but that's so sweet. Yeah, the memberships will return if they don't go out to people, which sometimes they kind of get stuck in the system. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't really know how it works, but I'm glad they did get returned, and I appreciate you doing that. That's really sweet of you. What? Deep Burrito said the Sherman Oaks, California Guitar Center just got destroyed. A water main exploded. A car hit a hydrant and flooded the place. Aww. Steve-O's ex made him a crocheted gray blanket, gray, black, and white striped. It was so large when she got done, I threw it over the couch and called it a sofa cover, and it worked great. It's too heavy to be a blanket. That's funny. That's a good... Sometimes I'm worried they're not big enough, but I guess they can be too big. Yeah, I'd be scared of some waterlogged guitars. Oh no, what does Sparky say? Oh. Okay, some of these I'm reading and I'm like, I'm scared to say them because I don't know if I don't get it. Ooh, Mr. Smith's writing new guitar riffs. That's fun. Nippleback says framing is crazy expensive. Make sure to put that in the price of your art or just sell the art and let the buyer deal with the framing cost. That's true. So these are frames. I don't know. I don't have any frames here. They're not like super, they're just like 8x10 frames or 4 and 8x10 pictures. So they're like 11x13 frames. And they're just pine. But then I made the frame and then I route the frame and make the frame, glue the frame, staple the frame. And then I do wood burning on the outside. So they have flowers. Most of them are flowers. They have some type of flower on them. And I don't know if people want that. Oh, I love the tie-dyeing. I would like to do that. I would love to do that. Chris says, it would be good to see you back in the group. Missed your channel live. Aww. Zach Thong. Great to see you, Zach. Ooh. Guitar washout sale. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. I feel like airbrush. I have an airbrush kit because I still remember. Yes. It's hard though. It's not as easy as it looks. Okay. I love that. Let's see. So I can't get the link in the description to work. Something went wrong, but winter is layering time. Get yourself a t-shirt layer at the Valley Rock Music merch site. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with anything today. It's one of those days. Yes. You're working. Ooh, waiting on stencils. You could buy airbrush t-shirts at the flea market. That was so cool. People don't want the art frame. They prefer to choose a frame that works with the decor. So you might actually be turning would-be buyers. Oh, that's the only part I like making, Nippleback. Oh. Huh. Yeah, in the end, they're all going to go on my wall, I think, and I'm not even going to... That's how this goes. Those airbrush t-shirts were cool. I liked them. I was kind of, and then, they had a spray paint artist in Deep Ellum that would always do the spray painty and and they'd like just use like plates and other spray paint cans and stuff as resists, and it was fun to watch. And then like paper, and they'd squish it. And yeah, I tried to do that, and it didn't turn out. No, it didn't turn out well at all. No. Oh yeah. I was like, I knew why Mr. Smith missed last Friday's song club. It's because I played almost all Bob Dylan. It was like 85% Bob Dylan. I had a great time. I don't care about it. I had a great time. Oh, Hugh had to go there. Hugh. Yeah, they would make planets and stuff. That's exactly it. You used to fill the bath, spray paints, and dipping. Oh, I'm kind of like there's a lot of dipping things and the transfer of, and it seems like magic. Like, this is not science. This is magic. How are you doing this? And I don't know. I don't know. See you later, Michael Songs. Hope you have a great Sunday. It was all the best Dylan songs at once. Non-Mouse says, I know a guy who custom airbrush on cars along with really great paint jobs. If you have a few grand, burning a hole in your pocket, a Non-Mouse can hook you up with some custom airbrush. That's kind of fun. I would do that. I don't really own my own car, but I would do that. Steve said, blacklight painting and airbrush and pinstriping. Oh yeah, that pinstriping is hard. I'm amazed by people who have that kind of calmness. I'm too anxious. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Why you guys? I'm gonna put you two in timeout. I can't stand for this. We're not having this kind of stream right now. So, okay. Well, that went fast. So, in the sense of like, that was everything I had. I talked about snow. I talked about sumo. I talked about football. I showed you my crap I made this week. I watched the abominable. Am I saying that right? Abominable Dr. Phibes last night with Vincent Price. And that was the Svengoolie movie. Oops, I messed up my own thing. Y'all. So, the Dr. Phibes movie, I've seen this quite a couple times now. And it's scary. Like, it's like parts of it are like hard to watch, kind of gruesome. And then it's also funny. And then it's also just wackadoodle. It is wackadoodle. It was, yeah, David says it's a cool flick. It's definitely is. So Dr. Phibes, like, they thought he was dead, but he's not really dead. He's really alive. And I don't think they explained exactly, like, they had like a theory, but I don't feel like they really explained where he's been all these years. But he can drink, like his mouth works, but he talks without moving his I can't do it. I'm not a ventriloquist, but he talks like that, like he's talking and he's making words, and he has like, but it's not coming from him. It's coming from the speaker, or it's coming from. I don't know. I've watched it numerous times now. Don't get it. And he's got this mechanical band like Chuck E. Cheese, but they're all the same weird dude. They're scary AF. Scary. That's one of the scariest parts, is this mechanical band. And they're a good band, I'll tell you that. The band rocks. I'd go watch this scary mechanical band because they had all styles. They were good. But he would play, or Dr. Fives would play organ, have like a singer or somebody come and do singing, and they play music. It rocked, and then they danced to it. It was good. What that had to do with the rest of the show, no idea, no clue. What that's no idea. It was just they're like, hey, and he could be a big band rock star, and they're like, yeah, that sounds great. And yeah, I don't get that part. Anyway, his wife had been in an accident, and like 9 surgeons went together to try to fix her, and she died within 6 minutes of starting the operation. And so this guy, of course, blames all 9 doctors. Which can you imagine a case where you got 9 doctors, 9 surgeons, nonetheless, like working like. You're lucky to get a whole one doctor. Go America. But yeah, like it's gonna be a nurse with a big degree or so. You're not getting a doctor. So you get this guy got 9 doctors, and he's mad that his wife died. So he kills them all with different types of, it's like an Exodus where you have like all the plagues, but it's not quite right, because some of the plagues weren't the same. But it's like ones, if you asked me what the plagues were, I would probably come up with these too, because I don't know. And so they're all like die some pretty horrific deaths, and some of them are gruesome, like I could not watch, gross. And some were like, they were gruesome, but then also funny. Like it was hard, like it was gross, but hard not to laugh. I don't know what that feeling is, but it amused me. Anyway, so they were trying to, but he was too fast for the police, and the police are kind of slow and inept, because that's how TV police are. And they couldn't find him until like the very end, and he'd already like killed himself and gone to be with his wife. Like that was his whole thing. I'm going to kill myself and be with my wife. Another thing is he had like all these really beautiful women around him, and so like they're dancing and they're eating and drinking together, and they're doing these things, and but he just like, he didn't care because he was in love with his wife. But I was just like, why even I don't even know, why are you even having them around? I didn't get any part of this movie, and I've again seen it numerous times. But I'll watch it again next time it comes on, and I'll still be confused, because it's just I don't know. I don't do the right drug that makes this movie make sense to me. Oh no. Oh. I didn't even know I didn't like Musty before in On Mouse. But now I know. David saw Foos when I was 8, and it scared the feathers off me. Oh, yeah. Nippleback asks, what are the 2 breeds of dogs in the Wackadoodle? I mean, the Whack and the Doodle. What happened? I missed this. Oh, you're testing explosions at your house. Okay. Well, I guess it's true. So he and his wife were in a crash, yeah, which left Fives unable to speak, and his wife died. Yeah, but why is he unable to speak? And then where has he been? And why did they? I don't even know. And I kind of get you, but I'm also like, these things don't make sense. Right? That's what I'm saying. 9 doctors. We got Ali Garcia. Good to see you. Big cozy blanket and pillows. Wait. Oh, you missed my blanket. I was going to take it out, but I already put it and folded it. Rewind about 20 minutes to see the blanket I made. Justine says a Wackadoodle is any breed crossed with a full breed poodle. And then he put himself to sleep so he could reanimate later with his wife. I don't know. But he's like not reanimating with her. I mean, I don't know. And then part of it made it seem like they were going to go to space. I was very confused. Why was all the space stuff? I don't know. Herbs is mad for all. They can't search Musk anymore. We have another Jammy winner here today. We've got the one and only Gary Hubbs. That's right. He is a Jammy recipient 2024. We got Mug's Money in the building. Y'all ready? No. Oh, it's the return of Dr. Foobs when he reanimates. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I saw it. But I might have, and I have a short memory, so. Wow. I mean, hell. I mean, really, if you want to go there, like, how many people in the U.S. search deer piss, like, for real reasons on the internet, and how many search, like, Valerie, like, it's way more. I'm like, I bet you I don't get 1% of the searches that deer piss gets. Because it's useful. It serves a purpose. All right, not to be any way political or anything, but that's pretty funny. Yeah. So this week, like the last 2 weeks, I've had meetings after this meeting. This is not really a meeting. Meetings after the stream, and with my music union group that I belong to, and they were done for the year, so we don't have any more till January, and so I'm gonna watch. So the Broncos game is on right now. I'm gonna actually watch that, but I don't have a thing where I'm like, I have to leave at exactly 1:00, and which is an hour from now from here, and but it's an hour. Like, I did everything. It hasn't even been a whole hour because I start 5 minutes after. Y'all, okay, so I need help today. Tell me what y'all want to talk about, because I'm out of it. I'm out of topics. I showed you my signs. You could look at my signs some more. Look at those flowers. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like if I saw that, I'd be like, oh, haha, they're okay. They're just singing. That's just how they sing. And I think stinks. Yeah. Okay. Deep Breed is like, well, say what you want. Tesla stock is allowing me to get back home. You're doing it. You're killing it in Tesla stock. I never had a Jibba Jabba. A nippleback burrito. That'd be, you guys should collab. Watching football. I like the football. Let's see. Oh, let's see all the things that Justine. Oh, those are some good. I like the palm tree. I need more palm tree, please. I would like that. I work at a college campus, so on my off time I'd rather enjoy silence. Talk about whatever you like. David's like, I came here for you to talk, not for me to talk. So whatever. Yeah, but Nippleback Burrito is not a band. It's just Nippleback. Nippleback's a band. They have a nice parking lot, Gary. I feel like you could do a good tour. And you get to see, if you go see David, you get to see Pookie Ann too. And yeah, I saw a lot of good parking lots. Deep Burrito wants to collaborate with Heavy Pizza. right? You never know about campus security. Chris says we should discuss Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. We really should, because, like, I was probably 18 when I read that. And I'm curious what 18-year-old Valerie thinks of it versus what 47-year-old Valerie thinks of it. Because yeah, I should get my notes out about it just to really see. Because I've noticed this a few times where something that it's not that I would get it wrong, but just how differently I feel about things. Sometimes just 10 years later, sometimes just 2 minutes later, but definitely 30 years later. So they have a nice parking structure and a huge parking lot with clean and ample stalls. Nippleback says Nippleback burrito sounds like a whole lot of fun wrapped up in a soft taco. Exactly. The little guacamole, a little salsa. No, I suck. I didn't make any. But we have so much time. If you want to tell me someplace to go, I could probably do it. I'm opening it. It might glitch me for a minute. Sparky got 10 subs on my YouTube channel without any content. I just think I have people subbed that I don't know that they are not going to have content soon. Aw. See, this is like, that's what Gary needs. Some nice security. Anonymous says Wealth of Nations is a nap aid for solo reading and a fight cause for group reading. Yeah. Oh, I'm not reading it with y'all. Is that what you thought I meant? No. I'm not starting that fight. No. So the question is, oh no, Hugh's been in the hospital. I did not know that, Hugh. How are you feeling right now? Oh, I've got so much stuff open here. I have a Hugh folder. That's how serious I am about this. Hugh and I have been 71 places. So where did you want to see? Where do you guess where? This is how we're doing this. Guess where Valerie and Hugh went besides the time we'll do that too. Where have we been this week? Where, guess. So Steve says, I have 4 palm trees growing in my backyard, not planted. They just pop up. One of them is growing in a railroad tie. Is about ready to split the tie in 2 pieces. Wow. I love that they're just like living where they want to. Don't smoke the palm trees. Hugh says all around the world. Thanks, Hugh, for being specific. David's doing adult things. So, oh, did I close it? That was dumb. So, I actually want to go to the Colorado. I would love to go there. I can't believe I haven't been to the Colorado Railroad Museum. We should go to the CN Tower in Toronto or the Space Needle. Those are good. Irv thinks we're in San Diego. Uh-oh, Sparky's off too. Okay. I'm just doing this while we're talking. I'm not really talking. I'm just doing this while you watch me do this. That's what's happening. So, and then not this one, and then this one. Oh, I guess we're just too big. It's a good problem to be. Go to the. I would, yeah, no, I love railroads. I'm trying to think of which, yeah, this is good. Scale, file, import, yeah. And then I got a message. I love when that happens. 72. Railroad. I spelled railroad wrong, but it's okay. I'll know what it is. Hugh. The great part is you're gonna make it go to the top. Okay, that's that, Lauren. So Laura Cat sent a really cute. So here's the. Okay, I said two things at the same time. Laura Cat sent me this photo of a mobile that his friend made, and they're origami, and they're little fishes. It's hard to see, but they're little fishies. How sweet is that? I'm amazed by the origami. I've never been able to really do it. So one place me and Hugh went, look at us at the Colorado Railroad Museum. Look at us. There we are at the Colorado Railroad Museum, founded in 1959. Did you see us? There's trains and stuff. Look at us. There we go. Don't tell me I didn't go anywhere this week. It was hard because last week we went on this comet. And, you know, it's not easy to recover from being on a comet. Okay. We went to the Grand Canyon, but not the Glass 4 observation. Next time. I went to the Space Needle. I did that. Choo choo. Next stop. Not mine. Yours. Yeah, so we did that. Look at us go. Okay, I think that was it. So yeah, we went to the Colorado Railroad Museum. Also, this. I'm super sneaky, aren't I? You're like, what is she doing? I don't even know. She's super sneaky. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my God, sometimes they're too big. Okay, just ignore me. Just ignore me. And then this, and then go, and then scale. And then this, and then M. It's actually, I don't know. I'm impressed with this one. I went to this place last year for the first time. And then I was like, this place is so cool. I gotta come back and bring Hugh. And one thing is, I gotta figure out a better way to. I need a better system. I gotta push up 72 times. This is just me pushing up button 72 times. Probably like, oh, there we go. Okay. So, oh, Steve has been to the top of the Space Needle and to the top of the Archway in St. Louis. I've not been there. Ding, ding, ding. There's a system. There's a system. Look at me. That's me and Hugh. And we're on the Space Needle looking down. That's like, we should print this photo. It's such a good photo. Hubs is on the other side. Hubs is in the other Canada. What about the zip line between the Space Needle and the Arch? Woohoo. That would be fun, Hubs. I'd probably get stuck like halfway, like woo. I'm just dangling there somewhere above like Utah, just like, oh. Robbie Stingle, beaver's up. He has been to the Space Needle. See, there he is. There's the beaver. Do you see the beaver at the Space Needle? If you throw up beavers right now, you'll see him at the Space Needle. Been up the inside of the Vatican Cupola. Oh. Ooh, Chris Lane shoveled a path to the girl. Chris, I think you got a lot more snow than we did. I mean, we got a good amount, but I feel like that area. Oh, here we go. Look at all the beavers at the Space Needle. He was taken over by beavers. All right. Well, for having a not feeling great week, Hugh, we did a lot. So, that a boy, Chris. So yeah, I think I've totally exhausted every line of things I have to tell you about. So Chris says we got easy 23 inches. I think we got a foot overall, like since Tuesday. So, yeah, not. And the studio got like maybe 18 inches. So that's just like into Boulder, further west, more north, slightly north, but further west than where I am. Don't throw a rock when you're in the Space Needle. Namo says, I've been to the Space Needle several times. It just costs too much money anymore. I'll go to Pike's Place Market and hang with my peeps. I went to that too. My sister-in-law took us to both. I don't actually know how much the Space Needle cost because I feel like she paid for it. But it was, we did that and the Pike's Place Market and another thing too. It was really nice. It was really cool to see everything. Yeah, hopefully next time we stay longer, though. Oh, that's like that. First, I was like, what are we talking about? Like, oh, the snow. Yes, the snow was. It was moist. It was really wet and heavy snow. I was just glad it didn't freeze. Phrasing. Okay. You call bad welders iron beavers. That's pretty funny. Well, we sometimes get really dry snow here. So I didn't notice the difference in snow as much before as in Colorado. It can be like super wet and like great, like, we had a lot of kids building little igloos and stuff, and that but like normally most of our snow is super dry snow, and it's weird. It's just powder, and it doesn't stick. You can't make a snowball with it. Nothing. It's weird. It's strange snow. That's how you gotta talk about the weather. Oh, I never saw Archer. Phrasing is now a recurring joke in that show. See, I miss all the jokes. Robbie, look at Robbie. Hit 3 million views last week, everybody. Congratulations to Robbie on 3 million views. That's insanity. There's so many. See, Chris gets you. Chris understands humor. Not Valerie. So, hey, Gabaldon, good to see you. Ah, you're so sweet. I think the powdery snow is the good for skiing snow. Oh my gosh. Isomatic knows what you're talking about too. So Steve says, when we left the Space Needle, we rode the monorail the next day and they had a fire on the monorail that we saw in the news. That'd be scary. Michigan gets wet snow and wetter snow and ice. Flock fact. You can actually save your life drying yourself in the snow if you fall in water in frigid weather. I did not know this. I don't know if that's where I would go to. If I fell into a river, I'd be like, let me get into that bank of snow. Because I am cold and wet. I don't know what I would do. I mean, yeah. I guess that's what I'll do. But man, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I want to avoid it. Snow does not melt with fire. What? I don't know about that one. Is that a flock fact? That seems wrong. And Charlie says, I got 4 new subscribers in a 5-month period. I'm moving up. That's not, every one of them is important. I feel lucky if I get, right now I think I'm getting like 20 to 25 a month new subscribers, which is great. Yeah. We need them all to show up so that they get memberships. Ooh, let's check and see if any of the memberships went through. I have a lot of these pictures. I tried to find a picture of a hospital. I'm like, let me find a good hospital photo, but they were not good. They were not good at all. So we'll just imagine that. Oh, I lost a subscriber. See, I lost a subscriber while I was talking, which is, I think I deserve that. I think they were probably right. I don't think it's going. It's a little stuck, but it's awesome. I'm just, it's not y'all, and I appreciate all the gifts, but don't do any more for right now, but because there's something glitching and they get returned, but we need to have more people come, I guess, so that there's more options for people to be members. But if I get 5 more, I get another emoji, and I think it's blocking it. I think YouTube is like, no, where you can't do it. I want to do it though. I want to do it, but it's not going to be today. Do you and your new songwriter circle have regular performances now? That was a one-time thing, the one I did last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know weeks anymore. I guess it was last week. Yeah, that was a one-off. The Willa Lucille, she doesn't live in town. She's a traveling musician. And then Cerise, she's not too far, like up in Fort Collins, I think, or Loveland. Yeah, something like that. So she's just up north a little bit. And she's probably somebody that I will do something with again sometime, but it's not anything regular. So yeah, right now I don't have anything planned for the rest of I have one little show planned for a Sunday in December where I'm going to sing a song with someone I did a co-write with, and they're having everybody they did co-writes with do a song, the song that they co-wrote. So I'm going to do that, but it's not going to take that much time. And And it's just like one song. But yeah, I tried to get some Christmas shows because y'all know, you don't know, I have a Christmas album out and I love Christmas songs. And I wrote 2 original Christmas songs and I like my Christmas songs. And I even have like a little Santa outfit that I get to wear and then I play my Santa songs with my Santa hat and my Santa suit. And it's obnoxiously short, and but it's fun. Love it. Love the Santa, and but I could nobody has been in. I have gotten no takers. Nobody feels very Christmassy or wants to plan that yet. But I'm still hoping that by in a month, people are desperate, and I'm like, yes, I'm still right here and ready to go, and I'm completely ready, because I would like to do it. I even made little sing-along Christmas books so that people could, like you could sing along the songs and have all the words to like all the Hark the Herald Angels Sing verses, because there's a lot. So, yeah, I pretty much don't have anything except for Friday Song Clubs as far as singing for, well, right now forever. But hopefully before forever ends, I'll have another thing. But right now, nothing. I need a better manager. So it's kind of a joke. I need to be a better manager. Last week's meeting I went to after this was with a woman who owns a lot of concert venues and mostly does like bands and ticketed events kind of shows, because they're kind of like big venues. But she had like good advice. Oh no, that was the week before. This last week was the woman who was, I told you the story. So that was 2 weeks ago. And then last week was the woman who owns a management company, and she manages small to mid-level bands and solo people too. She kind of does people who have saturated the local market and are looking to like do more national work. And so, I mean, I'm not even saturating. I'm trying to lightly moisten the local scene. to use that word one more time. So I'm not ready for this kind of management either, for sure. It's but she did talk a lot about, both of them did, just all these little things that I could be doing to give myself a better heads up and just have a little bit more going on. And they're all true. And I think it's all a lot of work. And it's scary because I want to it's a lot about trying to self-promote myself, and that just feels horrible. It's so hard to do self-promotion because I just feel like a sleazy ball bag. You need a brawl for that. So I feel like, I just do not feel well trying to self-promote. But I need to do better at it in order to get more gigs, or else I'll never have gigs again. There's light out there. Robbie says you got a Sunday Sounds today, and a new song, Montana True. I like that title. Woohoo! We got the cutest emojis. We need a Hubs emoji. What is cymatics? I don't even know what it was. I recorded my Christmas songs in June. That's when you have to do it. Oh yeah, that is being weird. It's not y'all. It's YouTube is being weird. And it's not just this channel. I've heard other people complaining about the same thing. So it'll even out one day. But even if they didn't get put on somebody, you will get a refund. Keywords. Moist. Can't get enough. See, I knew Allie would hate that. I knew Allie would be mad at me. Steve Turgoose, great to see you. Glad you're here. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube thinks. I don't remember Prism. I don't do that. We can only hope. Everyone write a letter for Gary. Self-promo is hard, but you got to do it. It's really true. I have to learn how to do, and it's the same issue. It's a very similar issue to trying to price my artwork, in just that sense of like, how do I value myself and my work and put it, and how do I describe it, and how do I name it? What am I saying? All those questions are hard, and especially like as I noticed trying to think about like doing, like collabs or doing work with other people. Like that for me is easier to promote, because it's like, hey, look at what we're making. And I can be like, it's not just me. It's like, this is a thing that's, not just me. That, it feels like it has more worth in some way because it's a collaborative thing. So just me by myself with a guitar, Valerie lady with a guitar singing songs for you. Like, how do you market that? Who wants that? Where do I put that? So, and then I should also say, I remembered this week how much I hate trying to leave the house when it's snowing. Fuck, I hate trying to leave the house when it's snowing. I hate trying to get people to come to a show and it's snowing. Because, everybody should be inside because it's snowing. Let's get off the roads. Poor Allie. I'm messing with her today. Steve says self-promotion is the hardest thing. It's like an out-of-body experience. And you're totally right. And maybe that part's hard because it's like, I'm take it all so personally. I need to be more in that out-of-body experience. And like, how would I, if I like was not me and liked me, what would I say about me if I didn't think I was a creep? But I don't know. You had Vape TV and Vapors TV, and we laughed on our own servers. Oh. Say Mariah Carey, I feel like I've already heard that song. Oh, okay. Herb says Sematics is a samples and loops site that keeps sending their emails to Herbs, advertising their deals with accusatory subject line. Accusatory. I don't know. Oh, I appreciate that, Gary. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Allie, I should talk to you about this. You probably have like more knowledge about this subject. But it's just I feel like you can't win for losing. Like but I do need to just make a decision, put it somewhere, and give it like, I don't know. And that's why I think it's been nice this week, just making like gifts for people, where I just like made these signs and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm just sitting, oh, you can kind of see it. So like, I'm just getting, making gifts, don't have to worry about it. And it's just like kind of fun. And that's how I wish all art could be. But then I'm like, I'm out of oil paint. How do you buy more oil paint if you don't make any money? So, and then like, how do I just get stuff promoted? Like, one thing both of these women said that I know, I've known this forever. We've all talked about this. I've said this a million times in the past 2 years. And have I done it? No, I have not done it. It was, so everybody has said it. But I need to finish like a real album of my own songs that are not. So I have like a little album of electronica music, and I have a little album of Christmas songs, but that's not what I'm trying to sell to people. And so it's great and all, but it's not helping me as far as getting gigs. So I have like 2 songs that are not that out, but they're one is done well, and one I did, which is not as great. And so like just putting in like, how do I get this made and actually get it done? I don't know. I've tried, but I need to keep working on it, so that, because it really needs to get done. And me not having gigs right now is a perfect time to try to get recordings finished so that I can have proof of like, here are songs I wrote. I'm so much more comfortable doing video. Like it feels like it doesn't have to be perfect because it's like you're seeing something live, but then you record it on audio recording and it's just the audio part. I feel like it has to be perfect. And I get real anxious about it. So Nippleback says, once upon a time, advertisers were nice enough to respect the no Christmas advertising until after Remembrance Day rule. This year I saw my first Christmas advert on October 27th. Yeah. I was in Target. It was still September because it was for Songtember. I'd gone to Target to get trying to get some Halloween stuff. Still September, and they had more Christmas stuff out than they had Halloween stuff in September. And I don't know. I don't know anymore. Why are we doing that? Name your guitar and talk about you both as a duo. That's smart. I like that. Right. If I'm putting it in a gallery, they want 60%, and then you need to charge extra. If you go for consignment. So we have like kind of a consignment group for art that we do locally, and I can put some things in. And they are kind of in a price it low theme for the most part, which I do think is smart just to get it cycled through and like get it sold and get it out. But sometimes it feels like everything is way underpriced. And so even like what I think would be a low price feels high in that group. But so I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Every time I say snowing, another 6-inch falls on Chris Lane. That'd be funny. Justine took me to see one of my favorite comedians. It was freezing rain and my wheelchair slid right into traffic. Oh my gosh. Oh, Josh Blue, I love him. He is really cool. I think he's super funny. See, ISO gets you too. I don't get anything. I get nothing. My back is barking from shoveling. I'm glad I didn't have to do shoveling. Just card sweeping. $1 million. So, Allie, I think this is a flock fact. I think you should start this with flock fact. Flock fact. Coca-Cola was one of the catalysts for holiday marketing. Since sales dropped in cold weather, marketing campaign with Santa from way back. I like that. That makes sure. Oh, thank you, Allie. Appreciate it. Yeah, Chris Lane knows. Josh Blue too. Mix Club. It's a shoe. I'm glad you picked shoe and not flip me off. She slid right into the street. That's scary. Gary says Santa suit is red because Coca-Cola made it red. Flock fact. So there's no formula for pricing art, but you should imagine how many hours of labor went into it and then give yourself an hourly rate and a materials cost and framing. Yeah, that just seems, it seems so much. What are we talking about? I missed it. Is it art stuff? Is it music stuff? Oh, this is on the recording thing, wasn't it? I can't afford you. Yeah, it is hard to keep track of how much time I spend. It's definitely, and then especially me, because like I do a lot of like experimenting. And so I will spend a lot of time and then I'll be like, okay, now I'm actually going to make it. And that didn't take as much time, but it's still, sometimes it will take me 2 days to make something that took 2 hours. Santa used to drink. That's right. That's why. Yeah, my reputation's bad though, Nippleback. What if you have a bad reputation? Urban's writing a new Christmas tune called Christmas Creep. I think that's the way to go. That's how he got up all and down up all those chimneys. This is science. Urban has some flock facts. I think I will, Allie. I really need to figure this out, and I'm kind of stuck. I do feel like I go back and forth, up and down, around and around, in circles. If you don't know how to price your art, show it in an artist-run center, and you don't have to worry about that. So Nibbleback says general standard gallery is 30 to 40%. We have all over the place. I don't know if I've definitely seen 50. I wouldn't be surprised to see 60 in some of the places here that aren't, like, I'm not good enough to be in. Oh, Sparky, you're so sweet. Aw, I appreciate you. That's really sweet. Kurt said they have about a 30% on average there. Art market is one of the biggest money moving ordeals on earth. Right? It's funny how much money goes in it and then how little comes out at the end. Oh, Justine said they have a lot of friends selling art on Instagram. I think I just want to start there with just like getting the art. Well, first of all, I'm bad about like cataloging, like taking photos of the thing, putting it on my website just to have like, here's what I made. So like I've probably made 20 petals that I don't have on my website, like just never got around to putting the pictures up. Like the ones I made, like the one I made for Hugh, the one I made for Pole Vault, the one that Urban has. I can think of 20 petals that I have made and then I've not photographed and put pictures up of what it is. Why am I not doing this? I gotta like be a little more business savvy and then have like, this is what I'm doing. Oh, Mr. Smith, gifted memberships. They're not going to go through, sweetie. You are so sweet. They're just a little stuck. But I appreciate you. That was really generous of you. You want to record and produce an album? Oh, you're so sweet. But even then, it's hard. Like, I don't know how to do it. Just the recording part is hard. So, yeah, we'll talk about it. But it feels overwhelming to try to think about how to. But maybe I should just kind of do them one at a time, like silence, and then get enough, and then that's an album. And because in this day and age, very few people actually buy CDs, and it's more likely to sell like on Bandcamp and stuff. So, right, if you get it in a gallery, more people can look at it, and that's smart. But again, it's like if I would just be better about putting it on social media, that's a lot of views too, because I can get, 1,000 people on Facebook to see it, and I can get 1,000 people on YouTube to see it, and I think I have I don't have 1,000 on Instagram, like 750, and a lot of the people are the same people. But I can get 1,000 people to see something if I would just put out the content regularly and make some shorts and reels and all those things. So I don't know. We have a few friends that throw parties at their lofts and they never ask but for you to just share their art. Oh, that's fun. All pricing subject to customer attitude. Ooh, Mixed Club, do you think your dirty doodles would sell? I think they would. Has anyone done a painting of a starving artist? I have one in my mind. Is it Matisse? No. Is it Picasso? Maybe it's a Picasso. Nippleback has friends that do pop-up art shows in bars that sell a lot of work, and the bar makes their end off liquor sales. This is kind of how ours is. It's like mostly bars and some restaurants and coffee shops and stuff. And have a deal to they change out what person is responsible for each place, but they've got like one person for each place, and then they just rotate the art out like every month or so. And it works pretty well. And I think right now we're only taking 10% back. So it's a good deal for getting that out there. But, so yeah, that is something I need to work on. Non-Mouse says, I think with art, you are marketing yourself. The rule is whatever they offered you, it's probably worth 3 to 4 times that. Wow. There's also, so here's one of my things about selling art. Sometimes I'm I'm always giving away a lot of art because I'm just like, here, I want you to have this. And then sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, do they even want this? Or did I just kind of force this on them? Which I totally am. But I want to price it low enough to where people I love can have art that I made that makes me, I'm like, here's something I made. And then they can have it. If it's too expensive, then some people couldn't buy it. And then I'd be like, what's the point of that? Does that make sense? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. That's the one I was thinking of. Wow, you've pressed all your marijuana leaves. How fun is that? Gary Hum says, I'm 12 years clear of the Vancouver art scene, and curiously, my oldest is 11. Is a self-portrait, a portrait of a starving artist. I've done some self-portraits. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that anyone wants a picture of me. So I've never put those up. Oh, you did some public art for a bit and finally moved all in on music. And sometimes then again, I feel like I should be more specialized because I do too much random crap. And I should just focus and just try to do 1 or 2 things and not 18 things. Because I do have a lot of random things at once. The wood burning is really kind of part of the making of the frames. And then I like to make the frames and I like to paint the pictures. So those are fun. And then I have the pedal thing, making guitar pedals. Which I'm behind at, I think I now have 5 pedals behind. 6, I'm 6 pedals behind. So I need to get my button gear and get those done. And then I have writing songs and writing music in general. And then I have practicing. Then I have sewing stuff. So this is too much stuff. And then I feel like I have something else. Oh, I have making merch stuff. So I'm making little jewelry. Some comes out better than others. And then making some t-shirts and stuff. Justine and Kurt have t-shirts. And and then the embroidery and stuff. It's too much stuff. And I feel like maybe I should be focused. But I'm not a very focused individual. I'm kind of an all over the place person. Jade Star, good morning. I hope you are doing well and you're up too early. I think Jade Star's got a rant happening in about an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, if only. Oh, public art is a blast, but it's a huge pain to win the commission. The proposals cost money, and it's a lottery to win them. I've looked into some of these, and it is a little... I'm a little overwhelmed at the thought of them. But I have... there's one that I think... I almost did it this last year, but then I was like... But I have all the things, so I'm going to apply for next year. And it's the painting the electrical boxes in Longmont. So I guess it sounds silly, but they have them, at the corners of the intersections. They'll have a little public electricity box thing, and they're pretty big. They're 5 feet square cubes and maybe 4 foot square cubes. And you just put in an example of, you have to like paint a little box and then people vote on them. I think it's in May. People vote on them, and the winners, like not just one, like the top 5 winners or something, all get to paint new boxes. And they, the boxes like fade out and then they have to repaint them. And it's not a ton of money, but it's like enough to buy supplies and like pay for you to do it. But it's not like crazy amount of money. But it's a crazy amount of competition. There's got to be like 50 people apply for like 5 boxes. And they're really good. Oh yeah, and Jade Star is another Jammy winner. That was fun. Oh no. All the kitties woke up because some clown on the TV whacked beer bottles with a spoon, making chime sounds. Aww. Everybody pray for an non-mouse. Yay. I'm glad you had fun. I played with metal art during the COVID lockdown, made a ton of things for my bride and kids. Oh, that's fun. That's about when I started with that too. Well, because that's when I got this actual studio space. I've been doing more metalwork, and I did some classes with there's a metalwork school that's like a half a block from where my studio is, and I did some class there, and it was so it's very interesting, and I like to do it, and I'm still learning like better ways to do things, but in general, I need to, some things I make, and then like I don't know, I want them to be perfect, and they're never perfect. I would like to learn welding. Right? Pole vault, he is very helpful with stuff and junk. Metal art is fluffing cool. Ooh, Rich says he has an 8x12 water jet. That is fun. Jade says, I hope GMA does a comedy fest in 2025. Well, he may be lurking. He may have heard that. Mick says, I wrote a book during lockup. Is this true? Like, are you teasing me? Will you send me the link to your book, or I'll buy your book? You wrote a book. I want to read this book. Did you have an editor when you wrote the book? No, you're lying out your ass. God damn it. I'm like, if Mix Club wrote a book, I think we all need to read said book. Sheesh. Lying to me. Charlie, we'll see you soon. Charlie will be on really soon. Thank you for being here. Are you talking $1,500? $100? Who makes wood boxes? He sells them from $1,500. Are you saying $1,500 to $3,000? Will you send me a link to that? I'm just curious what a $1,500 box looks like. That also sounded bad. Okay. Ooh, you have a 30,000 square foot metal shop. Ooh. Mix Club's like, I've never even read a book. Herb said it was a coloring book. Never read a book all the way through. I'd love to be paid to proofread Mixie's book. I could retire on that one job. Me and Allie could write a book. And I like, instead of correcting the word right, it corrects the word cook. I turned down $5,000 for a third hammer. I made one for my little brother. Oh my gosh. Your little brother's 52. That's funny. Oh, Thor's hammer. I didn't know what a third hammer was, but I often don't know what things are. So I was like, okay. I think when I read this, I read it like I was hippie, and I was like, I'd love to be paid to proofread Mixies. Boom! I could retire on that one job. See, it wasn't wrong. It was just I was reading it in somebody else's accent. Uh-oh, Mix Club has got the make out. That's the make out. Do you think this is hugging? I think it's hugging. But Mix Club says it's making out. They're kissing. Mix Club says that. Looks like they're getting no talk. Important part. Important part. Amazing Iron Man for my boy and 11 roses. Ooh, I love those iron roses for my bride. 11 because she's my 12th. That's so sweet. I would love to read a book that you and Mix auto dictate. I think it would be great. Mix Club up, out of here already. Well, it's about that time anyway. And there's a lot of people I missed today, so I hope you're watching replay or lurking. And that includes Limey and it includes Mini Vibes. And who else do we miss today? I feel like there's a lot of people. And then I couldn't think of their names as soon as I started saying names. Leela. There's a lot of people maybe listening, and I do miss you. You have them on your channel. Oh, I gotta check it out. I'm pretty sure I know I'd follow you. Allie, if you find it, put the link up. Oh, big love to Pole Vault and Sunshine. They did send me a note that they were doing stuff today. So that you get an excused absence if you send me a message that says why you're going to be gone today from the show. So I appreciate it. Appreciate when you let me know. You impressed yourself. I love that. So here's the link over to Rich's page and check out his metalwork. A lot of the rock garden's still sleeping in. I would thought from last night's jammies, which some of y'all I don't even get. Like, I went to bed and Pole Vault was still on Friday night. Y'all were still talking, and I was like, I'm sleepy, and I woke up and Pole Vault was on again, and I'm like, how First of all, I sleep too much, evidently, but he was on again, and then jammies too was like, I didn't make it through halfway. No. Also, Wes and Allie. Allie did such a good job hosting the jammies. She looked really cute, too. Oh. You got LED light strips from Amazon color changing with a remote for $20. That's pretty fun. There's so many options now. I got, after my last ones died and I got these behind me, I got these for $20 off Amazon. And it's like it goes from here to here. It's like 10 feet or something. And, and they're 10 feet tall. I had to double them up because it's not that tall in here. And they have so many patterns and stuff. But yeah, it was hard to pick because then they also have ones that are like little things, little hearts, little snowflakes. It was hard. It's hard to choose. And put them behind the stainless cutouts. Let's see. Will this work? Okay. I am subscribed. Ha ha ha. Okay. I didn't see it though. I have to look. I like your closest emoji. That's like metal work. That's just like that. I missed something. Gonna check. Nope, I just missed it. Unload chat. Okay. The Mixed Club audiobook sounds like the paper version. You can't, no, you cannot have AI write your book. No, that's not right. Y'all are better than that. I even played a song, Jade, and I didn't even drop my pick in there. Not like Friday. It's not like Friday when I dropped 2 in there. But I got them out. So, psh. Rich said, I did a beautiful moon and stars for my daughter. All the things in it have meaning. 7 little running stars are a kid. 7. And the moon is Pop Pop. Aww. 7. Wow. Okay, well, thank you for looking at all of the wood burning art I did this week. And my blanket. And what else did I make? My burning blanket. Thank you so much, Shizak, for sending me the sweetest crane. That is just lovely of you to spend that time and to do that. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for Kurt and Deep Burrito and Mr. Smith for sending in memberships. I'm not sure about, I don't think they went through, but they will be refunded if they don't. So there's no like risk in it. But I really appreciate you, whether or not it does, because you're just so generous and sweet, and that means so much to me. You were giggling and lurking. Well, I was pretty ridiculous. I bought a roll of LED lights that said, warning, for use in well-ventilated areas, excessive heat may be generated. That is scary. Well, Rich explains why he has 7 kids. That's very good. I might need to make more screaming signs. Does anybody else want a screaming sign? I actually went and bought this frame, this thing from the Michaels, because it's like all fancy and it has this nice router edge. And I have a router, but I don't think I could make this. Like, it just wouldn't come out that nice. So it was easier to buy it. So yeah, I feel like Jade Star could also use this. It's got flowers, so people will get to. But yeah, I will polyurethane. Is that the right word? I think it is. I will seal it with some nice satin protector, and hopefully it'll be dry by like Tuesday or Thursday. I'm picking a song to play. I'm going to play this one, because this one's true. Oh, thank you. Here is the link for Jade in a little bit. I appreciate y'all. Justine also screams. Jade screams. Novak starting stuff. So Rich says it's hard to put a price on what you make. How do you account for the love and care you put into it? It's kind of true. See, there's a demand. You're right. We all scream for ice cream. Oh, I want ice cream. Okay, so I'm hungry because it's lunchtime. So Jade says, I have no idea what I'm going to say on the rant. Staying positive. I have no idea lately. Well, you know what I would say? One thing that made a difference for me this week was, so I've been, I'm normally pretty hermity. I'm a hermit. I'm off. I rarely expose myself to too much outside things because it affects me a lot. But this week I've completely not watched anything. That's not like very easy or historical or just, it's nothing to do with any type of social issue at the current moment in America, especially. And I've been really focusing on, like making the wood burning and making the blanket and like doing some painting, and I've like cleaned up a lot, and I'm like organizing things, and all this feels like very productive, and I could do it. Because I saw a meme that spoke to me, because it said the opposite of depression is not joy. The opposite of depression is expression. Now, when I read this, the first thing I did was like D and X are not opposite, parts of speech. But whatever. It's the thought. It's true that it's like when I'm feeling depressed, I'm not able, like expressing myself is the opposite of having that feeling where I'm closed off and don't want to do anything. So I'm, so I felt like it's helped a lot this week to just, I know I have one more story. You know how I hate Ashley, the post office lady? Well, somebody else hates Ashley, the post office lady, even more than me. Because I went to, and if you know me, you know how much I fucking hate Ashley. So I would never encourage violence toward Ashley. Anyhow, so I went to pick up my beautiful crane from that Shizak made me. Look at my beautiful crane. So I went to pick up the crane at the post office, a little P.O. box. And let me know if you want to send me anything. I'll send you my P.O. box. But so I went there to get it, and somebody had driven through the front of the post office, the big glass wall that goes right into where Ashley stands, pretty much aimed right at Ashley, just saying. And but it's kind of funny because it was like the second, so it's already happened about 6 months ago, and they haven't fixed that one. They just put plywood up. So there's already like plywood one. And then next to it, there was like just a hole in the glass. And if you went inside the line, like people were still waiting in line. There was still it was just open. Like you could just walk in through the window, except for there was one little piece of tape that was like caution. And the inside was like, it had hit the greeting card thing. And so they just moved that stuff out of the way a little bit. But it was just big hole in the wall. And they were just like, doo, business as usual. Because, I don't know, yeah. They have why they make a glass front post office that's like, Ashley. I don't know why. But yeah. Oh no, not Ashley. Other people, I'm not saying. Just that's never okay. Aw, take a nap and pretend the cats are not destroying the house. I need please ignore the screaming. I'll call help if needed. Hermit's the way to go sometimes. Rant about how being happy ruins your rants. That's true. You could lick your jammy for an hour. I mean, you could. I've done real life and not even been able to do internet stuff this week. It's actually nice. You've done real life and not been able to do internet stuff this week, and it's actually nice. Well, good for you. I think that's good stuff to do. Those friendship bracelets were so fun. Rich says depression is serious stuff, and it's true. Look at y'all licking your jammies. I always thought the opposite of depression was mania. See, I think that's, for me, they're the same thing, actually. They're like the same coin. So it is kind of interesting to try to create and not do it from that manic state. Get Ashley. They printed a picture of Slash and taped into my wheel and said, Dad, we slashed your tires. Aw. That's right. How sweet is that? Not only is the internet not real life ain't that real. This is true. Adjust your reaction to it accordingly. I like that. All right, well, I'm going to sing this one song. It's funny. It's not funny. I'm going to sing this one final song, and then I'm going to eat some lunch. I'm watching football. And then I'm going to work on my blanket. And then I'm going to go work in the studio and get some more stuff done and get these sealed off so that they're dry within 2 days. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for being awesome. You are the best flock of people I've ever known, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, Non-Mouse. Is this just real life? Is it just fantasy? Chris is a real deep pool. He's got a lot of wisdom. That Christopher. Don't forget to visit Charlie. Charlie's already started. I'm gonna sing this one song. They don't say I'm lucky or blessed by the Lord above me. I just got one thing going right. People don't understand, but when things get out of hand, I got your arms to hold me tight. And when I'm down, you get me going. When I'm low, you get me high. When I'm stuck, you keep me rolling. When I'm broke, you get me by. I'm gonna write some more songs in open E, because it's fun. These days I can't feel it. People don't reconsider when it's told a bold-faced lie. They don't understand it. They think they can't live without it. They don't ever question why. But when I'm down, you get me going. When I'm low, you get me high. When I'm stuck, you keep me rolling. When I'm broke, you get me by. Oh, when I'm down, oh, you get me going. When I'm low, you get me high. When I'm stuck, it's you who keeps me rolling. When I'm broke, you get me by. Oh, when I'm broke, you get me by. That might also be the opposite. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate you. I only play a clown on the internet. Oh. Never had to cope with mania, depression. Well, that's the black dog that follows me around. Wish it was a more cuddly puppy, but we're working on that. I like how you see that as a cuddly puppy. I like that. We'll catch you on the flip side, Kurt. Hope you have a great day. You fucking good people. Have a fantastic day. I love that, Rich. Stay groovy. Thank you for being here, Nippleback. Be well as you can, everyone, and be kind. I love that, Allie. Yeah, that's avoidance. Welding is no fun unless you get burnt. Also, like Allie says, be kind to yourselves too. Michelle says sending extra. Oops, I missed it. Sending extra hugs for anyone that needs it. Have an awesome rest of the day. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Real or bots. Oh, you're so sweet. I really appreciate you. You're so supportive. Hugh's been lurking. Hugh, I hope you're feeling better soon. Big love to you. We can't wait for the Hugh Caldwell show. Thank you, Steve. I love things. Kurt says, lift each other up. Don't tear anyone down. Beautiful. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you, Justine. All right, I'll see you around the internets, but I won't be back until Friday Song Club. That's right. On Friday, we have Friday Song Club at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, and that's, let's see, what time is that? It's at 7 o'clock p.m. UK time. So we'll see you there on Friday. Have a great time. Have a great week. Be kinder than necessary. I love that. And yeah, don't say that word. Don't say that word. Oh, I like a non-mouse. Be good, and if you can't be good, be nice. Leela is lurking. We knew it. We knew it. Big love, Leela. We will see you all soon, and see you in like 50 minutes. Jay does her rant, so don't miss that. And right now, Charlie Gabaldon is on, so we will see you over there too. And I'll see you on Friday. Thank you, everybody. Big love to y'all.